Hello everyone, welcome back to Esports Talk, where today we got some big news. This video is going to be kind of a two-parter, but first, let's talk about Pengu, because Pengu previously told us about a year ago that he'd probably be living in NA if it weren't for him playing in EU Pro League, and apparently he's wanted to move there since even before then, but he came on stream recently and brought up the idea of moving to NA again. He felt as though NA teams weren't really good enough for him to actually move over there up until about a year ago, but now with the new format, and now that NA teams are well-funded and actually good enough in his eyes, he says that he would like to move over there, and he says that the odds of him staying in Europe after his contract with G2 ends is pretty unlikely.
And moving in NA was always like a goal of mine, so I wanted to go there for sure. NA teams weren't really good enough in my opinion until like a year ago, to the point where I wanted to give up my European like Pro League. But with NA being localized, best of 3 on LAN, and NA teams being very good and well funded, I would like to go NA now. Like playing best of 1s with draws in Europe online on a high ping sucks. So the odds of me staying in Europe after my contract ends is probably very unlikely unless something drastic happens. Just because the format is so much favorable to be in North America for. Like, I love competitive integrity, and NA has the most of that with the new format, like by far.
So that would be insane. A world where Pengu is playing in NA, let alone with a different team that's not G2 with how long he's been with them. I'm sure for a lot of us that would be kind of a treat to see him playing in a different region. One of the things that he pointed out when he was talking about moving over here was the amount of land and property you can get as opposed to Europe, which is a real selling point for him, but I think that one of the big reasons that he did stay in EU was simply because of G2's super team. So if that super team doesn't really pan out, or even if it does, we might get to experience Rainbow Six Esports, but with Pengu in America. And like I mentioned, Pengu prefers the new format for the new North American League, which makes it even more attractive for him to switch over. But speaking of the new North American League and its format, Ubisoft put out some new information regarding it, including the new schedule, prize pool distribution, talent lineup, and more. So I'll have a link for you guys to look at that down in the description below. But first, let's look at this schedule because I think it's what a lot of us are curious about. Today is the US Division draw, which by the time you're watching this video, it's probably already underway or maybe over at this point. But today is the day that US team captains will draw their groups, find out which matches they have against which teams, and they'll find out their play days. So some exciting stuff, and I'll probably be tuning in right after I film this video. But first, next, last, let's look at the North American League schedule. Stage 1 of Pro League kicks off on June 22nd, and it's going to be played every Monday and Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. As for the Canada Division, they start on Friday, June 26th, and will play every Friday at 6 p.m. as well. June 26th is also the same day that both the division's Challenger Leagues kick off, and those will be played every Friday as well, directly after the Canada Division finishes their play days. And as for our talent lineup, we've got some familiar faces, and some new ones as well. Jackie Jing will be hosting, Veli and Jesse Chick are our analysts, and Stokes and Taro, Kickstar and Blue will be casting for us. So that means that our favorite casting duo is now finally back to living in North America after being in Europe for a few years, and Taro reminded us how much he's going to miss casting in Europe because he's been kind of an iconic part of the European League for a long time now. And I'm sure many of us know already, but just in case you weren't aware, these are the teams that we'll be seeing in the North American League. For the NA division, we've got TSM, Dark Zero, Space Station Gaming, Disrupt Gaming, the Sonics, Tempo Storm, E-United, and Oxygen Esports. For the Canada division, we've got Mirage, Nordic Esports, Squires, and the North. For NA Challenger League, there's PogChamp, Spiker, Rent Free, Oblation, Bruh, The Last Dance, Joe Esports, and the Favelas. For Canadian Challenger League, there's Team Rose, Les Cornets, I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong, Oceanus Gaming, Axios, Honor, Team Madness, Valors, and Code 6. And finally, Ubisoft told us the prize pool. For the US division, it'll be $250,000 split between everyone, with each stage being worth $50,000, and the US division finals being worth $150,000, which first place will be taking 50% of. For the Canada division, it's a little bit smaller. It's only a $90,000 prize pool, with each stage being worth $20,000, and the Canada division finals being worth $50,000, but whoever gets first place in that gets to take home 60% of it. And we can't forget the Challenger League. NA Division's Challenger League has a total prize pool of $54,000 to fight for, with first place taking 30% of that, and it works its way all the way down to 4% for whichever team gets last place. And it works the same for Canada Division as well, except their prize pool is only $18,000. And for some final closing details, we've got our map pool now, which is Coastline, Cafe Dostoevsky, Consulate, Clubhouse, Villa, Theme Park, and Oregon. Yana and Oryx can now finally be used in pro play, which I'm really excited to see because I want to see what pros pull out and what kind of strategies we get to see with them if they actually decide to pull them out for pro play. And now only pilot program skins, Pro League Golden skins, and future esports skins can be used in competition, which is going to save pros a lot of headaches. But let me know if you guys are excited for this upcoming league, and let me know your thoughts on Pengu potentially moving to NA. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you all next time. Take it easy and have a wonderful day. Goodbye.